attention, and nothing's working to change your direction. You're on blue. Who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you, tell me who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Why won't you hold my hand? Are you gonna deny this? Do the best you can. I haven't got a plan, but I'm gonna survive this. That's just who I am. When you're on blue, you keep everything inside of you. You try to play it cool. Sometimes you gotta break the rules. I don't know why you're confused. All you need is a little bit of attitude. Yeah. This is it. I'm tired of explaining. It's too late because everyone is waiting. That's great. So why are you complaining? You're on blue. If I'm unsure, will anybody notice? It's my fault because I love you on purpose. I'm insecure or just a little nervous. You're on blue. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Starting to enjoy the view. I'm all about the attitude. Knows you're on blue when every bruise looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue when every bruise looks good on you. Paint away day and night, 6 hearts, hope I'm okay. You're alright, goodbye then if you dare. Someone new is pulling everywhere. I'm afraid to let them. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in panic. Yeah, 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 yeah. After you, I'm afraid of feeling some too soon. Cling to what you're giving. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Yeah, 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 yeah. what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pain. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pain. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. Nothing is what I think. Yeah, yeah. I will drown in pain. Let's go, baby. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. What is up? Saturday night? Freedom. Freedom. Come on! I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back. Always jumping through. I'm so tangled, I'm so worthy. I'm just lost in my reflection. Pay attention. You never will. I will overanalyze and fall victim. Caught up in this perfection. Pay attention. Yeah, you never will. 'Cause you depend. So you always will. If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. Just wanna be free, yeah, free, yeah, yeah. Let's go! Now I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I'm made free, yeah, yeah. Woo! Freedom, yeah. Woo! Come on. Let's go! Dude, let's go! Oh! Dude, what a way to start the night off, huh? Woo! Let's go, I got deodorant on and everything. I even smell nice right now.
Whoa! Hit that like button! Cause it is time to get red!
Red, red, who's your lover now?
Dude, I'm gonna let this one play through the guitar solo. Cause it's so good. Who's it all about? Let's go! To my psychosis friend, down and begin again. His eyes are broken in, and I don't feel the same. Red, who's your lover now? Red, red, who's it all about? Me, I grew. I knew if I do, I knew if I do, I do and do anything that you would have said. But no, you chose to be red. You could be there. Come on! Woo! Let's go! Dude, fuck Donald Trump! Fucking fascist clown show! Let's go. Fucking clown show! Oh! I do. Let's go. Oh! Oh shit, boss. How we doing? Dude, how's your Saturday night, dude? Dude, I admit, I'm a little bummed, dude. The Mariners, bro. The Mariners, dude. The Mariners should have won that game, boss. You know, I mean, they looked a little rusty. Dude, fucking son of a bitch, boss. Let's fucking go, baby. You're sober? You're very happy? Good, good. I'm sober too. I'm pretty happy. Dude, we have some interesting shit to look at today. If there's stuff we need to see, please do inform me of it. I mean, the primary things, there's two primary things that I want to focus on right now today is number one, we're going to focus on this Charlie Kirk fan. Okay. This guy, dude, this is nuts because I think it's important because of the tack that, you know, TPUSA and all these Charlie Kirk worshipers have been on, which is going to create more violence. Okay, so we're going to look at that. We're going to look at your typical Charlie Kirk fan and, you know, stalker fucking weirdo. Okay, that's one thing we're going to look at. The other thing we're going to look at Portland. There was a big decision handed down today, a big loss for Trump, a huge loss for Trump. Okay, related to his attempts to, commandeer the National Guard. And it was by a Trump-appointed judge, mind you. Okay, a Trump-appointed judge that jacked him. And so I do want to look at those leaked text messages regarding their threats. Because here's the thing, guys. You ready? Hold on. So here's the thing, though. Court ruling won't stop fascism. Yeah, but it kind of will, 𝗙𝗪𝗧, and let me tell you why. Okay, because here's why, boss. Because in America, there's this hugely powerful thing called public opinion. And Americans, we've had the American Revolution, we've had the Civil War, we had the 60s. We do have a very active, when they want to, population that are willing to stand up and fight. And what helps about these court decisions are public opinion, because this particular court decision showed how flimsy Trump's desire. They cited 4 reasons why they wanted to call the National Guard into Portland. And they are ridiculous, guys. They are 4 minor incidents that have occurred over the span of many months. And so what happens is the more these court decisions come out and the more they flail, the more the general public starts to see how Trump is just jerking around, okay? How Trump is jacking. You know what I mean? And that's really, really important, okay? That's really, really important. See, I don't think the Supreme Court is going to weigh in on Trump. I don't think they would even take that case, guys, about Trump trying to call in the National Guard. It's not a fucking state of emergency. We're not in wartime. There's I don't see a reason why the Supreme Court would even take that case. There's no logical reason why they would pick that up. Now, that doesn't mean something won't happen, but still, it doesn't matter what the fucking Supreme Court does. What matters is people seeing how flimsy their made up bullshit is. Okay? Right? You can't live your life on the Supreme Court there, fucknuts. If you're worried about, and just so you know, 𝗙𝗪𝗧, all right? I do have to give you, hold on, you haven't been here a lot, so I have to give you a fair warning, boss. Okay? I'm just letting you know in advance. If you're going to sit in the chat and you're going to be like, it's fucked, we're done with, fascism is taking over, I'm going to end up muting you. Okay? Just so you know, I'm not going to allow any interlopers that are like, we can't win, it's already over. Oh, fuck, Trump is too much. No, we are fighters and we are winners. And this chat is about people that are going to beat these fascist motherfuckers. I live in fucking Portland, okay? Dude, the French Revolution, you go ahead and start that, boss. You go ahead and get your guns and go out there and start French revolutioning, boss. But we're not French revolutioning. Dude, if anything, we're going to secede and we're going to leave and let the red state people fucking bang their Bibles. Okay? We're not fighting some stupid war. Fuck Trump, dude. We don't even need them. We could back out, have a blue state coalition internationally. Be like, fuck you, red America. Right? Eat a dick. Right? We're not fucking, there's no reason to even go to war. And 𝗏𝗡𝗅𝗧 is a fucking idiot. If they tried to take over America with 𝗏𝗡𝗅𝗧, I guarantee you they will not be successful. Okay? They have fired every talented general. Everybody with a military, knowledge and skill has been cleared out. I love you, but you do got to become a fighter. And not thirst yourself for this violence. I don't think we need violence. I don't. I say let the violence be on Trump's side. And we will fucking say later. Dude, Miller? Yeah, but so the thing about this though, guys, I'll tell you what. And now you can't put your head in the sand. Okay? You can't put your head in the sand, guys, because you do have to be very aware, head on a swivel. You got to watch every move they make. But let me just tell you that Trump and everyone in his administration, they're incompetent. Okay? That's the thing that's going to save us, is the fact that they are incompetent. And 2, the whole world is on our side. Okay? So nothing short of Trump rolling in and doing a military strike on an actual U.S. city and taking all of American citizens hostage, nothing short of that is going to take us down. And if he does that, the whole world's going to come in and we are going to make those fucking MAGA motherfuckers wish they had never been born. Okay? I guarantee it, right? I guarantee it, bro. Dude, Trump ain't the first fascist I've encountered in my life. Dude, my dad was a fascist. He was an authoritarian motherfucker. And he did not win, dude. All right? Authoritarians, they don't win, guys. Not in my world. All right? No fucking way, boss. Deport you to Dublin? All right. And if worse comes to worse, we're going to get you out. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this, guys. Dude, all these guys, even fucking, yeah, no, my dad Raptor was a stone cold, oh, dude, see, Exo said, now I feel you. Because you're stuck in Oklahoma, dude. I feel bad now. Now I feel bad because I know you probably feel hopeless most of the time, right? You wake up and look outside your window and are like, fuck, bro, I don't have a chance. Now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you, if you're living in Oklahoma, I'm sure things look pretty dreary. But that's okay, boss. We got you. Okay? Hang here, dude. We're gonna fucking take care of you, dude. We'll fucking go to Ryan Adams, dude. I will fucking go up to him and cram a butt plug right up his fucking ass. Ryan Walters, right? Superintendent, former superintendent. I will cram a fucking, like a bowling pin size butt plug right up that man's ass. Dude, let's go. I love you. All right. No, but seriously though, we're gonna win this. Okay? We're gonna win this, guys. I mean, think about this, dude. Think about even Hitler went down, guys. You know what I'm saying? Hitler, Mussolini, you know what I mean? They've all gone down. Dude, Putin is getting his ass handed to him in Ukraine, dude. Dude, he is fucking running out of steam too. They all do. Fascists, they're not sustainable, boss. They're not sustainable. Stop ruining your sex life. I'm not going to. Why is Ryan Walters, superintendent, part of your sex life? Dude, Hitler didn't have the most powerful military. Yeah, so the thing about it is, though, is Donald Trump doesn't have the most powerful military either. I mean, he does have the most powerful military in capable hands, but those guys aren't capable. Right, dude, and Trump is a pussy. He is, dude, like most fascists, like most wannabe dictators, Trump is a pussy. He is, dude. That's why he walks around bragging about fucking, raping women and shit. Because he is a gutless fucking turd. Real hard guys don't do that shit. They don't walk around trying to prove to everybody how tough and ferocious they are. Real hard guys just fucking do the damage. And Trump is a whiny little bitch. He is weak and he is flailing. And dude, you got to remember, bro. You ready? Hold on. And remember, guys, the commander in chief, the head of the DOD, okay, is this guy. All right, there we go. Right? I guarantee you. Right? This guy, I know he talks a good game. I know he gets like gussied up and his makeup artist has him looking real good and he goes out there just talking and everybody's hooting and hollering for him. But I guarantee you put this guy in a situation room managing a full-scale assault and this guy is fucking cooked, bro. This guy couldn't fight his way out of the Fox News parking lot, boss. Okay, let me just tell you, all right? Dude, he would not be able to handle the pressure, bro. He can barely handle the pressure right now. Dude, you know what I'm saying? This guy, like, literally, we could cruise the middle schools and we could find some tactical, like, people, right? We could find some people at middle schools that could out-tactical this guy. Yeah. He is a fucking chud, bro. Oh, shit. Can I just show you, too? You ready? You got to see this one. Hold on. I got a photo for you. I got to upload it to my fucking Google Drive real quick. All right, you ready? Watch this, dude. Oh, man. This is amazing. Oh, wait. I gotta wait. All right. There we go. Look at that. Oh. Dude. Is that not the funniest shit you've ever seen? Dude, it's my new 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀, dude. Isn't that great? Oh, fuck, bro. That is incredible. Dude, 𝗙cie𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀. The Keg's Breath merch, yes. Dude. Dude. He is a fucking chud, bro. Dude, what a clown, bro. Clown world these guys are living in. All right. All right. Let's go. Dude, clown world. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dude, yeah. No, I know, guys. I know, dude, I can tell you, though, I know it's going to be scary. I know it's worrisome, and we have a long way to go. But so far, dude, even though Trump has gotten away with a lot of shit, he is weak, all right? Dude, let's start with the court decision, shall we? Okay, because this is great, guys. All right. Dude, this is amazing.
A federal judge has halted the Trump administration's deployment of National Guard troops to Portland, and that decision just announced within the last hour. This comes on the heels of the state suing the president over the deployment last weekend. And this week, we saw protesters in the Rose City facing off with federal agents near an ICE facility. Some frightening moments were caught on camera. You can see kind of the chaotic shot right there. Wow, what a scuffle. As a protester was attacked with pepper spray, that video has now gone viral.
Dude, look at this. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Look at this bit right here. With what are they doing, dude? There's like 20 guys, right? There's like 20 guys.
Frightening moments were caught on camera.
Chasing this person.
Shot right there. Wow, what a scuffle. As a protester was attacked with pepper spray, that video has now gone viral, showing the extent of some of the violence taking place.
Dude, they're all like, you see the cops? They're all like, oh, oh. Dude, these guys are clowns, bro. They are like a totalitarian regime of the Three Stooges, okay? They are a totalitarian regime of the least qualified, least capable, biggest DEI bunch of, like, you know, what are they called? Dude, what are they called? The gravy seals, right? They are methed out berserkers. Dude, I think they're more like pork rind. They're pork rind thugs is what they are, right? They're pork rind thugs. That's what they are. They are like guys who sit around eating pork rinds and watching the Voice. But they think they're hard guys, okay? They are.
So I raised my hands in the air and I said, I'm standing exactly where you told me to. And they maced me in the face for 3 seconds straight.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is the woman who got the spray right in the face, dude. 𝗙𝗪𝗓 Payne. Let's go. Dude, I'm a huge fan of her, dude. She needs to run for office. I feel like she's our next leader, boss.
I had no idea he even had a canister.
Our sister station in Portland also captured footage Friday of another protester being taken down by ICE agents and pepper sprayed while being restrained. But counter-protesters on the other side, they've witnessed demonstrators throwing things at the agents, going after them physically in an attempt to escalate tension. Stay tuned. More news is ahead.
Dude,
A federal judge.
yeah, she was the one who right here who got clipped right there, boss. Just uncalled for. Uncalled for, man. You know what I'm saying? Uncalled for these guys. They are clowns, bro. They are clowns. But let's look at this decision, because this decision today was epic, okay? It was epic. All right? Dude, first off, we have to start with a little bit of inspiration here, guys. You ready? Because I don't know about you, but for me, it's the Antifa frog that is like winning the hearts and minds for me, dude. The Antifa frog is, I swear, I love the frog, right? Because the thing about this, guys, and in case you were wondering, I am official. I got a promotion. I am the assistant to the assistant regional manager at Antifa. Okay, so I got you. But dude, the Antifa frog is everything to me, boss. Okay, let me just tell you, because this frog, okay, this frog is like, think about this. Okay, guys, there is internationally, there's Donald Trump standing there talking about Portland being war ravaged. Okay, talking about, Portland. Think about this. Donald Trump is out there on his bully pulpit and in court saying Portland is war ravaged. Portland is out of control. We need martial law there. He's like internationally declaring how this city is shot. And then all across the world globally, they're seeing footage of a guy in a frog costume on the front lines of this Portland protest, right? Which is just showing what a clown Donald fucking Trump is, okay? The existence of this frog is proves to us continuously that Donald Trump's entire narrative around America is full of shit, okay? When in fact, the person on the front line, the Antifa on the front line, is a person in a frog suit. Now watch this clip though, dude. It is amazing. It is amazing, but watch this clip, because this frog is like a Jedi. Watch him. He moves the entire line of ICE officers. Okay, this is like Kermit, you're out. You've been replaced. Watch this. Yes! Yes! Dude! Dude! Look at the frog! Dude! Tell me that's not amazing! And then the frog pulls out his hands and the guys all back up. Dude, again, that is Trump's America, guys. Okay? That is Trump's America. And what's crazy about this is how ridiculous, how utterly ridiculous this shit makes him look. And let me just tell you guys, this is on purpose, okay? The people here in Portland, know how to make Trump look like a jackhole, okay? He has no concept. I know he's threatening 82nd Airborne and all this shit, but he has no idea that, we were born to fucking piss on half-baked wannabe losers like Donald Trump, okay? The guy is so out of his league, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He does not know what he's doing. He has no idea. He thinks just because he has a whole bunch of government power and all the Republicans will kiss his ass, he thinks he is something, but he doesn't understand, dude, what real rebellion is like. He has no idea, okay? The rebellion like this, I mean, clearly this isn't a fucking, this is not a war, right? And yes, the frog is still there. And in fact, though, guys, look at this. In fact, where is it? The cops tried to kill the frog. Okay, look at this shit. Look at this clip. Okay, this clip is important, boss, right here, because there's like a scuffle going on. And now look at what the cop does to the frog, bro. Look at this shit. All right, you see that? Now, the cop targeted that orange circle, okay? Now, on a suit like this, guys, that orange circle is the intake valve, which if this frog had left that intake valve, like, activated, the person in there could have died because this cop targeting that intake valve just sprayed pepper spray into the only breathing apparatus in this frog. Now, again, the frog knew that the cops were going to target this, so the frog had a separate intake valve in his neck, right? Because again, the protesters in Portland are not fucking amateurs, but the cop was targeting the intake valve. Look at that. Specifically, right? Frog's not even engaged in violence, bro. The frog is not engaged in violence at all. But again, this just outs the clowns because now we see, wow, these cops were trying to kill this person who's literally just wearing a frog suit, right? The best way, guys, to defeat an enemy that is inferior is to let them defeat themselves. Okay? You just continually outsmart them and you let them defeat themselves. And that's what's going to happen here. Like I said right here, dude, I said, that Maga thinks this frog is Antifa. It's like, good luck, right? Good luck selling that. You know what I'm saying? Good luck selling to the world that a person in a frog suit is this big, heinous domestic terrorism enemy. Yeah, good luck, MAGA. Good luck trying to sell that. You know what I mean? And the other thing I said, too, is this. I said that there is no timeline in existence where I'm not on the same side as the frog, okay? You know what I mean? Like, whatever side has the frog is the side that I'm on. And I think most people in the world are going to be on the frog side. Dude. Oh, it's so good, bro. That shit is so good. So now Trump's big, scary uprising in Portland, the frog is like center stage, man. Dude. Trump. What a fucking shit kicker, bro. Dude, the frog for president. I'm actually down with that, dude. The frog for prez. Oh, man. That's so good. But so let's look at the court decision, okay? Let's look at this decision because this is really important. All right. And again, it was a Trump judge that made this decision.
Protests against the administration's immigration policy happening in Portland today. Officers deploying tear gas on the crowd. Nightly demonstrations have focused on the detention facility and mostly peaceful, with some devolving into violent clashes. All this with the anticipated arrival of National Guard troops. And News Nation correspondent Nancy Liu live outside of the detention facility in Portland tonight. And Nancy, there's now word just in the last 15 minutes before we came on the air tonight of a legal victory, albeit a temporary one, for the state of Oregon. What are we learning?
Yeah, Natasha, that's created kind of a dynamic situation out here. We can tell you that when word about that judgment came through, there was cheering out here. I'm going to put on a mask because they just fired pepper balls. There was cheering in the crowd, and they actually yelled up to the officers on top of the roof to say, to let them know that the National Guard is not coming. Sorry, I apologize.
Dude, it's so funny. I mean, when you look at it, look at that. Dude, they're hiding up there in the fucking tower. Dude, yes, they lost, okay? And they yelled up there, guess what, guys? National Guard ain't coming to save you, you fucking shit kickers, right?
That the National Guard is not coming. Sorry, I apologize, but we never know when they're going to fire the pepper balls or fire the tear gas. But I also wanted to show you, Natasha, that there are now pro-ICE demonstrators out here.
Dude, look at the pro-ICE demonstrators, guys. Look at that. God bless Trump is what their sign says. Look at the pro-ICE demonstrators. Huge crowd, guys. Dude, I swear, guys, I don't even think they're pro-ICE. I think these are fucking pro, like, freedom people that just took the paycheck and decided, you know what? If you give us $500 each, we'll go take a God bless Trump sign, right? They're just earning money for the pro-freedom people. That's really what it is. I think it's pro-freedom people who decided to get paid to hold the fucking signs, and then they're feeding that money back into the protest. Dude, that's like $2,000 right there. Right?
You see those girls with the signs, God bless ICE? We also have another guy over here with the fight fascism. Of course, President Trump had ruled that Antifa and other organizations are domestic organizations, which prompted the federal crackdown. But I also want to show you that over there, off in the distance there, that is actually a face-off between some pro-ICE demonstrators and anti-ICE demonstrators. And night after night out here, we have seen, you know, face-offs that have delved into actual fights and arrests.
Yeah, we saw Nick Sortor get arrested for being a cuck edgelord.
So in total, there have been nearly 150 arrests out here over the past few months. I mean, it's been practically nightly protesting out here.
Yeah, imagine how down bad you gotta be to be pro ICE. It looks mellow. Dude, see, Binge, it always is mellow. Like, the Portland protests are just, you know, there's music, there might be fire spinning, you know, there's artwork, and most of it is just people that are totally chill and, you know, exercising their First Amendment rights. And the only thing that really happens is when the jarheads come out and try to command the people, you need to leave, you need to do that, the people don't listen. The people are like, fuck you, we're staying here. And that's when the altercations happen. I mean, I have been to many protests, and I have never seen an altercation happen in, like, you know, 10 years of protests here in Portland, where it wasn't the police instigating it. Because they'll come in and they'll say disperse, and the people will be like, fuck you, we're not going anywhere. And then the cops start with the rubber bullets and the pepper spray and the flashbangs, and then the people still stay there, and then the cops always escalate it. You know, but for the most part, dude, it's just people that don't believe in oppression, and they don't believe in bending over and taking it up the ass from fascist police forces. And that's it. You know, that's just where, and what's crazy about it is I don't understand why it's not everybody. You know, why all of America isn't like that. Like, what happened to America? That used to be America. Like, fuck you, fascists. We're not going to take this shit. But now you know, a third of America is like, please, government, like, let me lick your boot while you fuck me and take my health care and fucking lower my wages and fucking put me out of business with medical debt. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, MAGA, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Seriously, we used to be Boston Tea Party and resist, and now like 35% of America is like, go ahead and fuck me, right? Like kill my crops, take my farm, take my job, bury me in medical debt, take my health care, completely fuck me over, and then, like, you know, have me worship some 80-year-old fucking dickhead who's had 18 fucking strokes, bro. Like, seriously, butt plugs for everybody in MAGA. What happened to you guys, right? Tread on you. They're like, please tread on me, daddy. You know? Like, what the fuck, dude? This country has gone downhill, dude. These are the only real patriots left, are the people that are fighting this fascism. You know, govern me harder, daddy. Yes, govern me harder, daddy. Govern me, daddy. Oh, dude.
Since June. But again, no National Guard troops will be deployed for now. That temporary restraining order going in the state's favor, but we know those troops, 200.
There's the frog, baby. Oh, shit.
Have been training for the past few days, and they are set to deploy. So we will see what happens, because we saw in California that we had a National Guard deployment.
Dude, you see the frog helping people up? Let's go.
So that's the latest from...
Oh, dude, that was a reverse shot of the fucking cop trying to spray the frog,
so
dude.
We'll see what happens, because
look
we
at this.
saw in California...
Watch the cop come up here, dude.
We had a National Guard deployment anyway. So that's the latest from...
Dude, you see that? There it is again, dude.
Facility here.
Look at this, dude. This girl is sitting right out in front of ICE, guys. She's seated, and she's like, I don't know what she's doing. She's making jewelry. She's selling some artwork or whatever. She's laying some artwork on the ground. I mean, look at how fucking non-threatening this is, guys. And Trump is trying to, like, bring in the National Guard for what? So you can force this girl to put her shit back in her backpack, right? Like, it just shows, oh, chalk drawing. Well, yeah, let's go. It just shows what a bunch of fucking clowns these wannabe fascist losers are.
You know, gotten smaller, but we have seen more pro-ICE demonstrators now showing up, and we're seeing some, you know, verbal altercations going on, but nothing out of hand at the moment.
At the moment. Dude, these newscasters, though, News Nation, you see how they keep saying at the moment, for now. Dude, they're like, these people are fucking clowns, bro. They're fucking clowns. All right. But anyway, let's look at the order, okay? Because here it is, guys. All right, you ready? This is big. We got to look at this. Okay, so first off, I think fucking Aaron has a full thread on this. Okay, so you ready? Now, ready? Let's look at the judge. Okay, the judge who granted the restraining order was appointed by Donald Trump. It's not a radical leftist judge. It is not a Obama judge. It's a Donald Trump judge. Okay, Donald Trump judge. All right. And here's what it says. It says, for the above reasons, the court grants plaintiff's motion for temporary restraining order and temporarily enjoins defendant's September 28th memorandum ordering the federalization of the deployment of the Oregon National Guard. So basically, the judge said restraining order. Trump cannot take command of the Oregon National Guard. You cannot federalize them. All right. He was trying to call them up. He can't do it. Okay. Now, here's where it gets good, though, is when we look at this. Okay. We look at this from a, oops, sorry. Oh, I see. I was on the wrong page. All right. Now, let's look at the order here. Okay. The order says this. Let me get in. I got to get the original one. Bad Bunny, let's go, baby. Dude, we love us some Bad Bunny. Can I just show you? Oh, I can't really show it to you because I don't want to get copy struck. But here's what we have. There was a Bad Bunny song that was a big TikTok trend a while back that I loved, man. Absolutely loved it. But here it is, okay? It was 100-page opinion, guys, okay? It was a large opinion. Like, what happened is this judge, like, just dismantled Donald Trump's ridiculous shit. Oh, wait, no, that's birthright citizenship. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm on the wrong one, guys. My brain is a little addled. All right? Don't mind me. Dude. All right, I'm going to have to search it. Dude, yeah. No, that one, though, deserves some coverage, too. Right? Here's the judge, okay? It's Judge 𝗙𝗪𝗏, right? 𝗙𝗏𝗏. She was appointed by Donald Trump. This is the woman right now who is saving fucking Portland, okay? And here's what she said, okay? You ready? She said right here. She said, this is the end of her ruling, okay? She said, furthermore, this country has a long-standing and foundational tradition of resistance to government overreach. Dude, that's what I was just saying, right? Especially in the form of military intrusion into civilian affairs. That tradition has deep roots in our history and found early expression, for example, in the constitutional provisions for civilian control of the military, Laird versus Tatum, 408. Right, 1972. See also James Madison address to the Constitutional Convention, 1787, right? A standing military force with an overgrown executive will not long be safe companions to liberty. The means of defense against foreign danger have always been the instruments of tyranny at home. Dude, she went all the way back to James Madison. Like, I love this woman. Okay, this historical tradition boils down to a simple proposition. This is a nation of constitutional law, not martial law. Defendants have made a range of arguments that, if accepted, risk blurring the line between civil and military federal power to the detriment of this nation. Because again, guys, we're not a fucking nation of martial law. We are ruled by the Constitution. We are not ruled by the military. We are not ruled by the iron hand of the president. We never have been. Okay? But that was epic. Now, she went on, though, because this is where it gets good. Okay? Because this is how the judge summarized. Okay, you ready? Watch this. Here's how Judge 𝗙𝗪𝗏 summarized the last 2.5 months of protests at the ICE facility in Portland. She said they generally were limited to fewer than 30 people and largely sedate. So again, you ready? Let's look at that. Have there been protests on and off since like June, July at the ICE facility? Yes, there have. There have been on and off somewhat consistent protests at the ICE facility, but they were generally less than 30 people. Okay? You never need to bring in the National Guard for 30 fucking people. Okay? Stephen Miller's efforts to claim insurrection in this decision is pure propaganda. Okay? You ready? Now, on August 20th, 2025, Portland Police Bureau activated a crowd management incident commander from 4 to 7:30 p.m. Okay? Assessed potential risk of increased protest activity that did not end up occurring. Supplemental declaration of Craig Dobson from July 18th to September 27th. Central Precinct police officers handled the ICE protests with routine monitoring. Okay? Dobson declared, right, the protests generally were limited to fewer than 30 people, were largely sedate. And that's a quote from the precinct guy, from the cop. If the protests were to increase or threaten safety, Portland Police Bureau could call on additional available resources. but the protests have been such a minor issue that the normal nightlife in downtown Portland has required more police resources than the ICE facility. Let's read that again. The normal nightlife downtown has required more police presence than this ICE facility. So again, there's no reason to have the National Guard. Okay, now it gets better. Okay, because check this out. Because this is Donald Trump had 4 incidences. Okay, right? There were 4 incidents that Trump put in their legal brief while trying to declare that they should be able to win this and get the National Guard. They want to call in the National Guard over 4 incidents. Okay, defendants' declarants describe only 4 incidents of protesters clashing with federal offices in the month of September preceding the federalization order. Okay, there was the 1st, the 9th, the 12th, and the 2nd week of September. So there were only 4 incidents in 2 weeks. Okay, the first involved protesters setting up a makeshift guillotine to intimidate federal officials. Okay, so one of those days they brought a guillotine prop and set it up. All right, the second involved 4 people shining overpowered flashlights in the eyes of drivers. Okay, so we have some people with really big flashlights that shine them in drivers' eyes. The third involves someone posting a photograph of an unmarked ICE vehicle online. Okay, so there was an unmarked ICE vehicle. They put a photograph. Beware of this vehicle. They're doing kidnappings. And then the last one involved additional drivers having flashlights shown in their eyes. So there's 2 incidents of shining flashlights in drivers' eyes, a guillotine prop, and somebody posting a unmarked ICE vehicle and outing a secret ICE vehicle online. That's it. Okay, these incidents are inexcusable, but they are nowhere near the type of incidents that cannot be handled by regular law enforcement officers. They also occurred at least 2 weeks before President Trump issued his directive. More broadly, these incidents are categorically different from the violent incidents as described in Newsom 2 that took place in Los Angeles when Trump federalized the Guard. And that was when they burned that Waymo car and they were throwing cinder blocks at those cops underneath the overpass. So yeah, so there's been no cops attacked, no federal officers attacked, no property damage, nothing. Dude, this whole thing is a joke, okay? This whole thing is a joke, all right? Judge Immergut also notes those incidents are obviously serious, but they are very much not a rebellion, okay? In sum, the president is certainly entitled a great level of deference in his determination that he is unable with regular forces to execute the laws of the United States. But a great level of deference is not equivalent to ignoring the facts on the ground. As the Ninth Circuit articulated, courts must review the president's determination to ensure that it reflects a colorable assessment of the facts and law within a range of honest judgment. Here, this court concludes the president did not have a colorable basis to invoke to federalize the National Guard because the situation on the ground belied an inability of federal law enforcement officers to execute federal law. The president's determination was simply untethered to the facts. Hey, shocker, not the first time Trump has been untethered to the facts. Isn't that funny? Oh my God. And need we remind ourselves, guys, of just while we're talking about the guillotine, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be real, dude. Dude, let's be real. Trump, you fucking clown. Like, give me a fucking break. Your guillotine, you want to send in the military? Like, shut the fuck up, Trump. And Stephen Miller, too. Stephen Miller can fucking eat a dick, bro. But of course, like fucking 𝗙𝗎𝗄𝗽𝗀 is not handling this well. All right. Let me just tell you, 𝗙𝗎𝗄𝗽 is not fucking hanging. He's not hanging well, guys. Hold on. We got to look at him because Stephen Miller is having a fucking conniption, bro. Okay. He is. All right, you ready? So here is Stephen Miller. Okay, now, this is great, dude. I want to share 2 tweets. Okay, the first that I'm going to share is from 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗆𝗏𝗏. Okay, our good buddy Ron, our former Republican buddy 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗆𝗏𝗏, because he nailed it, dude. This Ron tweet is great. Right here. He says, Miller has fascist hissy fit number 3 today after another court ruling, this one from a judge appointed by radical left Marxist Donald J. Trump. Dude, oh my God, dude. Yes, that says it all. He's having a hissy fit because the radical left Marxist Donald J. Trump appointed this judge. Oh, Lord. Lord, have mercy on our souls, dude. All right, you ready? So let's look at what Stephen Miller said. Okay. Stephen Miller has now declared this Trump appointed judge an insurrectionist. Okay. Right? He's declared the Trump appointed judge an insurrectionist because he's having a hissy fit. To emphasize, the judge painstakingly examined all the protests happening in Portland before Trump activated the guard. She noted that there hadn't been any violence at a protest since mid-July. Mid-July. And here's what Stephen Miller says. Crybaby, 𝗙់_𝗍𝗍 says, legal insurrection. The president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, not an Oregon judge. Portland and Oregon law enforcement, at the direction of local leaders, have refused to aid ICE officers facing relentless terrorist assaults and threats to life. Okay, hold on. We got to check this shit. All right, we do. They said assaults and threats to life, guys. Right? And we've seen it. Okay, seriously. I played it for you, dude. Obviously, these agents are in deep. Look at that, dude. The frog. I think, does that qualify as assault? I think it does, right? The frog is. Dude, I love the frog, bro. Dude, look at the agents. They are in danger. Threats to life. Okay. There are more local law enforcement officers in Oregon than there are guns and badges in the FBI nationwide. This is an organized terrorist attack on the federal government and its officers, and the deployment of troops is an absolute necessity to defend our personnel, our laws, our government, public order, and the republic himself, or the republic itself. Dude, what a fucking, like, this guy is such a fucking clown. Like, did you see Full Metal Jacket? You guys seen Full Metal Jacket? Seen that movie? When they do the fucking scene, right? They have that fucking scene in Full Metal Jacket where they hold a blanket over the guy and they all have their bars of soap in their socks and they come through, right? Tell me that Stephen Miller should be the guy on that bed. Nobody. I have never met somebody who needs to be the dude on that bed more than Stephen Miller, right? It's in their pillowcases and their socks. Yes, Stephen Miller, 100% 9-iron. Dude, this guy, can you imagine? I don't know how his wife stays with him, boss. I don't know how she does it. All right, you ready? Let's do dance party goal. We're going to try the 15, guys. $2 buy-in. We're going 45 minutes. I want to dance. All right, let's see if we can get it. There it is. We're going to try 15 in honor of the Mariners. Mariners lost, so we got to dance. But there it is. Let's see if we can get it. Dude, so let's look at Stephen Miller, dude. Okay? Here it is. Legal insurrection, right? Let's see what people said here. Okay? And here's what the judge said. You ready? This is what Judge Immergut said. Dude, blast. Let's go. Hot party, ribbit. Let's go. Says this case involves the intersection of three of the most fundamental principles in our constitutional democracy. The first concerns the relationship between the federal government and the states. Yep, 6-6, let's go. Dude, Pinky, let's dance Froggy style. Coming at you, let's go. Right. The second concerns the relationship between the U.S. Armed Forces and domestic law enforcement. The third concerns the proper role of the judicial branch in ensuring that the executive branch complies with the laws and limitations imposed by the legislative branch. Let's DD dance. Let's go, Martine. Whether we choose to follow what the Constitution mandates with respect to these three relationships goes to the heart of what it means to live under the rule of law of the United States. And like, yeah, man, this is a Trump judge. And dude, I really agree with this because she's looking at like the government. When does the government have the power over a state, right? When do the U.S. Armed Forces have power over domestic law enforcement? And what is the judicial branch's role in making the president obey the laws that were created by fucking Congress? Okay? And it's real fucking simple, bro. Just because the president and his, 𝗙𝗎𝗄 fucking assistant are upset and they're mad that the states don't want to help their national fucking Gestapo campaign doesn't mean you get to break the law and come in and force the states to comply. Because we do have, we have certain freedoms here where the states don't have to comply with federal law. That's just the way it is. That's why some states have legal marijuana. Some states have legal psilocybin, right? Some states have these crazy fucking, you know what I mean? It's like we have some leeway here where, the Temu dictator doesn't rule us all. Dude, Clown Prince, Ribbit, Frog for President, let's go. But anyway, so we saw Stephen Miller's meltdown. I like this, guys, where these guys are so over dramatized, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Stephen Miller is this guy. I'm going to show you Stephen Miller. He's like, oh, you won't cut the crust off my bread. Oh, I don't want to eat the sandwich. Oh, my life is over. Oh, I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to be able to own a home. I'm never going to be able to get a college degree because you wouldn't cut the crust off my bread. Nah. Right? Right? Dude, like so overly dramatic. You know what I mean? This is an organized terrorist attack on the federal government and its officers. And the deployment of troops is an absolute necessity to defend our personnel, our laws, our government, public order, and the republic itself. Ho ho! If we don't get the National Guard to be where those 20 protesters and that frog are in Portland, the entire republic will crumble. Oh, and then I'm going to have to go poopies. Oh, and my wife is going to lay out my clothes for Sunday school. Dude, what a fucking clown, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. All right, watch this, though. You ready? Look at this, dude. Sucks to be you, Daywalker. Oh, my God. Look at Nick Sortor. He says, I'm on the ground here in Portland. National Guard is desperately needed. Rioters are intentionally forcing DHS to waste resources on protecting federal properties. Dude, you ready? Dude. Oh, shit. But again, though, you know what's crazy is I will say this, okay? I will say this, that there, I'm going to give 𝗙𝗪 a tiny bit of credit, okay? Because again, you can't call in the National Guard because the ICE officers are having to spend too much time tending to the fucking building, right? You just can't do that. Like, right? But I will say that it is true that the DHS is spending all of their resources, like getting vehicles in and out and monitoring the building and overstaffing the building because they're worried about what might happen. That, yes, they're not actively able to participate in any fucking deportation raids. Okay? They're spending all their resources, you know, like standing in front of a frog and worried about what the protesters might do, and they can't do deportations. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's why everybody's doing this. But you don't get to call the National Guard in because you fucking are clowns. You know what I'm saying? All right? Look at this guy. This guy says we have to strip these federal judges of their power, right? Dude, this guy, late fee, let's go, Doctor Who. Let's go, baby. Dude, look at this. Dude, he says we have to strip these federal judges. This guy is like, no power, all federal judges. Yeah, I'm not sure he'd feel that way, dude, if like Christianity was made illegal, right? Wouldn't he want the federal judge to say like, you know, that's unconstitutional? Like, dude, these people are so dumb. Like, really, dude? Right? And look at what he says. Not a left-wing judge. Dude, it's a Trump-appointed judge. They're so dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, this guy, she's a Trump judge. Then he's like, he's resentful at Amy Coney Barrett. Look at him. He's like, oh, the judge won't do everything Trumpy says. Dude, who is this clown, dude? Chief political correspondent? Dude. Dude, the chief closeted correspondent. Dude, what is he doing, bro? I thought he was going to be naked. I'm like, dude, if I see this guy's Johnson, I'm going to be fucking annoyed, right? I'm going to get banned for that guy who doesn't even know she's a Trump judge. What an idiot, bro. Oh my God, dude. Dude, it's so funny, right? Look at this guy, though. There's only one solution, and it isn't pretty. This guy brings the Nayib Bukele tweet, right? If you don't impeach the corrupt judges, you cannot fix the country, right? This guy. Dude, nobody wants to be El Salvador, bro. It is not quality living down there, boss. Okay? Yeah, dude, these guys are clowns, dude. Ready? Oh, shit. Let's see this one.
Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the...
All right.
Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us.
Foment! Dude, there's the fomenting word. Hold on. Dude, he loves that word fomenting, but dude, I gotta show the inciting violence. Right? We got to hit the inciting violence. Right? Let's look at it, dude. There it is. There it is. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at how she's inciting violence. You see that? You see that, Stephen Miller? You fucking toad? Right? You fucking toad? Who's inciting violence? Dude, what a clown, bro. What a fucking clown, dude. All right. All right. Fuck you, Stephen Miller.
What do you have?
Dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe.
You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred.
Dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe.
You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing.
Ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich ein.
We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity.
Dude, he's so funny. Dude, MAGA doesn't build shit, bro. Seriously. Dude, they have sex with their cousins and, and fucking, right? That's what they do, dude. They have sex with their cousins, bro.
Dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich ein.
You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal.
Dude, all right, first off, who's he talking to? Is he talking to Erica? To Netanyahu? To Donald Trump? To the Mormons? Who is he talking to? I didn't kill Charlie Kirk. Dude, Charlie Kirk's a fucking racist, misogynist piece of shit, dude. There's no reason to kill that guy. He's a fucking clown show. Dude, I think Erica Kirk may have, done him in, but you know what I'm saying?
You have immortalized Charlie Kirk, and now millions will carry on his legacy.
Yeah, yep, they sure will, boss. Millions. Dude, I got to bring out my favorite fucking meme. You ready? Hold on, here we go, dude. Dude, every time I see that millions, the Charlie Kirk, this comes to mind, boss. Right? I am Charlie Kirk. I am Charlie Kirk too. Dude. Oh, shit. Isn't that funny? Oh, shit. Let's go, baby. Dude, I love that. But now, guys, now that we're talking about Charlie Kirk, this is a good segue, guys. Okay? Because we got to talk, okay, about fucking Charlie Kirk. All right? Because what we're going to watch here is, so it's a little bit shocking, guys. Okay? This is some news that I was just made privy to today that I didn't realize. Yeah, that's 50 Cent. That has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. But it's this, okay? We're going to watch a video here in a minute, all right? And trigger warning, guys. This is it's pretty intense, okay? And so this is a guy named Vincent Battelloro, okay? This is a Charlie Kirk fan, okay? He's a deep fan of Charlie Kirk. Apparently, he is the kid of like a law enforcement officer on the East Coast, okay? And there were 2 teenage girls that he had been stalking for a while, okay? And this guy's a murderer. Vince Battelloro, basically what he was is he was kind of stalking these 2 girls, and these 2 girls were like letting authorities know that this guy is problematic. And then he got mad that they didn't react to Charlie Kirk the way he wanted them to. And he recorded this on a fucking live stream. You ready? Watch this live stream.
I gotta get drop P5 tonight.
Hey, whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his fucking death. Stupid ass clown.
Wait, what?
Just remember that.
Dude, you hear that? He said, whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, she better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his fucking death. You stupid ass clown. Just remember that. So this guy was on a large, on a YouTube stream. He was streaming video games and leveraging threats against these girls because they didn't like Charlie Kirk's misogyny. Charlie Kirk died, and so he was like, they vented about Charlie Kirk's death, which they have a right to do. There are some people that were jubilant that Charlie Kirk died. Some women didn't like his misogyny. Many trans people were like, he was trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, people were allowed to celebrate his death. Is it tasteless? Sure. But you got to understand, he was a polarizing, racist, misogynist, transphobic figure that, in addition to him being that way, he weaponized young men to be agents of this shit. Okay? Agents of this shit. You already did this stream after he ran them over? I don't know. We'll look into that. But Charlie Kirk weaponized young men to be agents of misogyny and racism and transphobia. But yeah, so this guy's leveraging threats. Okay? Now, he was stalking them, and then he drove over them, guys. Okay? New Jersey teen girls killed in quiet suburb by alleged stalker who ran them down in his Jeep. She made complaints and nothing was done. Okay? 2 teenage girls, right? 2 teenage girls were mowed down and killed Monday in leafy Cranford, New Jersey by a hit-and-run driver who had allegedly been stalking one of them. The 2 17-year-old Cranford High School students, Maria 𝗎𝗎 and Isabella Salas, were riding an e-bike together around 5:30 p.m. when a black 2021 Jeep with tinted windows rammed into them, according to authorities and local reports. Both girls later died at the hospital. Dude, isn't that fucked up, right? They were fucking 17 years old in high school. And a rabid Charlie Kirk fan who was upset that they fucking said things he deemed unworthy after Charlie Kirk died. So he fucking murdered them both. Okay? Drove over them with his fucking Jeep. Okay, there they are. There's Maria 𝗎𝗎, and Isabella Salas. Okay, dude, right? Again, a right-wing violence, straight white male, insecure, like radicalized by a Charlie Kirk, a politically violent, rhetoric spewing hate monger. Okay, yeah, 2 innocent girls dead because of Charlie Kirk's minions. Okay? And again, guys, now I'm going to show you something else because look, let me show you. I got to show you something else because there are other people. Like there's this guy in Portland named David Medina. Okay? And let me just show you. This guy is a right-winger here in Portland. He's a Charlie Kirk head. But look at the shit that he posts. Okay? I'm going to show you the shit that these guys are posting. Okay? He's in Portland, and where is it? Let me find the post. Right here. All right, right here. So look what he says. He says they screwed up when they took Charlie from us. Okay? Young men are more emboldened than ever, ending the night in his name. Jesus is Lord. So they, okay, whoever they is, who is they? Is that Democrats? Is that Mormons? Is that Erica Kirk and Netanyahu? You know what I'm saying? Is that like Israel? Like, who is it? Right? But the thing about this, though, is this idea that they screwed up. Young men are emboldened, right? But yeah, they're emboldened. They're emboldened to go and murder they who like have wounded Charlie Kirk. Okay, 2 young girls are like celebrating because Charlie Kirk's misogyny is coming to an end, and the guy decided they had done something to Charlie Kirk. So then this guy goes and drives over 2 innocent girls. And this type of rhetoric, okay, from all of these right-wing people, they screwed up. They took Charlie from us. They're going to get paid back. They're going to get retribution. We are emboldened, right? But they're just calling for like more violence, okay? More fucking clownery, and like more women are going to get murdered, and more trans people are going to get murdered, okay? And more black people are going to get murdered at the hands of these radicalized Charlie Kirk fans, okay? A 17-year-old boy from Garwood, a small borough next to Cranford, was arrested near the crash scene, and on Wednesday, authorities said he was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. He has not been named by Union County prosecutors' offices. Loved ones told local TV outlets that the accused killer was stalking one of the girls, leading her to take out a restraining order against him. Okay? You know what I'm saying? She made complaints and nothing was done, friend 𝗙𝗪𝗏 told CBS2. It's just a tragedy. It's just a tragedy. A neighbor told Fox 5 the killer parked outside the girl's house for 3 months leading up to the alleged murder. He was never stopped, the neighbor said. It is unclear which girl was targeted by the driver. A witness to the aftermath of the hit and run was sickened by the trail of destruction on a peaceful residential street where the speed limit is 25. Dude, dance. Let's go, clown. We're getting there. Let's go, guys. We need 10 more. 23 minutes. We got this. All right. Maria 𝗎𝗎𝗓 was riding an e-bike when she was killed. Okay. Isabella Salas was also on that e-bike. We're not certain if he was stalking Maria or if he was stalking Isabella. I'd only seen one girl, and then I walked down the street a little bit and I saw the other girl. Just horrible. Nothing in this world more horrible than what I saw yesterday. I have kids, you know, and so no family should have to go through this. Relatives of 𝗎𝗎𝗓 described her as kind and fun, while Salas was called a joy to have around. She was an amazing singer. Now, again, this guy, okay, Vincent 𝗙𝗪𝗏, that's who he is. All right, so what do we know about this guy? Brutal. 17-year-old boy is facing, I got to turn the ad blocker off. All right, there we go. Let's refresh this. Yeah, see, again, though, they don't have any calls to stop the violence when it comes from white males who are Charlie Kirk fans, right? You know what I'm saying? That are they going to call for a stopping of the violence, right? And so Vincent 𝗙𝗪𝗏 is accused of intentionally driving an SUV into 17-year-old friends Maria 𝗎𝗎𝗓 and Isabella Salas before allegedly ditching the car and fleeing the scene. 𝗙𝗪𝗏 was allegedly driving at least 70 miles per hour. Dude, Engrain, let's go. Dude, 70. It's a 25-mile-an-hour zone. He was driving 70 on Burnside Avenue in Cranford. Dude, isn't that insane? 70 miles an hour, and he fucking drove over those girls, right? He abandoned the black 2021 Jeep Compass after striking them and fled the scene. He was detained for questioning that evening and released pending further investigation. Then he was arrested the next morning. The victim's relatives and friends claimed 𝗙𝗪𝗏 was stalking one of the girls, and a restraining order had been filed against him before the crash. The Union County Prosecutor's Office, which is investigating the crash, did not immediately respond to CBS New York's request to verify the claims. Later, so it was, dude. It was. Oh no. So what I guess it is he did talk after the crash, okay? He did talk on his YouTube channel, but I don't think it was the part where he warned her. I think it was this other part where he said later in a video stream to his YouTube channel, a young man speaks about the case and claims he was bullied, okay? I've been bullied, ridiculed, and stuff over false allegations over this whole thing about things that have happened in the past. There's more to this story. It'll come out in the future. In addition to the 2 first-degree murder charges, police issued 𝗙𝗪𝗏 at least 15 tickets and citations, okay? And he is related to the police chief. Christopher 𝗙𝗪𝗏, the police chief of Westfield, confirmed the suspect is his relative, but not an immediate member of his family. Now, this does bring, guys, a much larger issue, okay? A much larger issue to the forefront of this, which is that, you know, we have people like Riley Gaines and Charlie Kirk and, right, and, you know, Jack Posobiec and all these people, you know, libs of TikTok, and they're like super anti-trans. They attack trans people. They're after trans women. They're constantly on people's cases. But the real danger to women is cisgendered straight men. And nobody does anything about them. Even when women get restraining orders and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even when women get restraining orders, even when women like report these guys to the police, nothing happens, right? This is why, like, red flag laws get ignored, okay? Guys who have been arrested for domestic violence get guns, and then they go and kill their fucking ex-wives. I mean, the shit is gnarly, okay? The shit is gnarly. It's just, you know, it's just a constant issue of women not being taken seriously when they are in harm's way. And guys, let me just tell you, you ready? I'm going to give you a startling stat. There's over 3,000 women get murdered every year, okay? 3,000. 35% of the 3,000 every year, 40% of the women who get murdered every year are their husbands or their boyfriends or their dates. Think about that. 40% of all women who get murdered by a fucking husband, a boyfriend, or a guy who's dating them. Unfucking believable, man. Women risk their lives simply being in a fucking relationship. Okay? Yes. And if you wonder why a whole bunch of women maybe want to be lesbians, yeah, look no further. I'm sure, you know, I mean, granted, you kind of have to have a component of being born that way. You know what I'm saying? But I believe we all have a little bit of a same-sex predilection. But I think if you have any predilection for dating the same sex, those types of statistics will certainly, you know, make you want to explore it. We got 17 minutes, guys. 9 more. We need 1 every 2 minutes. We can do this. So the kid is related to the police chief of a neighboring place. All right, you ready? The chief said, I want to be clear and as loud and firm as possible that in no way do my wife, children, or I condone, defend, or excuse the actions that cause this terrible and tragic loss of life. Dude, SK, let's go, baby. There it is, dude. 8 more. We got this. All right, the chief said he lives in the neighborhood where the crash happened, offered condolences to the families. Okay, I lost a neighbor, a beautiful, charismatic young lady named Isabella Salas, who he's watched grow up since the day he moved there. Okay? Dude, isn't that crazy? This guy is fucking degenerate, man. Charlie Kirk fan, by the way, guys. And here we go. It says, New Jersey teen revealed dark obsession with one of his alleged hit-and-run victims before the crash. Okay? It says, New Jersey teen driver accused of intentionally ramming into 2 17-year-old girls revealed a dark obsession with one of the victims. And he had a vengeance against Maria Neotis and ordered a pizza to her house to prank her, claiming she leveled accusations against him that got him in trouble at school. He also appeared to admit on the same video he worked outside her house a previous time. There he is. Now let's watch this video again, where again he talks about her and Charlie Kirk. You ready? Here he goes.
I gotta get 𝗙𝗏𝗏 tonight.
Hey, whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his fucking death. Stupid ass clown.
Wait,
just remember that.
Dude, you see the guy he's playing with who's like, what? Right? Guy's so uncomfortable. Yeah, dude, over Charlie Kirk's death. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gen X, I feel you on that. You don't want to date women. It's not in you. I get it. But yeah, you do not want to date assholes. Dude, isn't that crazy? He was upset that she reacted the wrong way to Charlie Kirk's death. Charlie Kirk fans, guys. Okay, just so you know. There he is, dude. And he looks like a Charlie Kirk fan, too. Dude, all right? The 17-year-old driver is now facing 2 counts of first-degree murder. Badaloro claimed his diatribe that he was falsely accused of the teen and her mom of sending her child pornography and wanted to get back at the family. Okay, later in the video, he used what he called a burner phone to phone Domino's Pizza, make a phony order to the home of her family. So you all know I have a vengeance against this girl for accusing me of sending porn and shit. I'm going to call a pizza to her house. You should not have accused me of sending porn. You should not have dragged me into creating a police report. You made a decision making a bad name of myself. You made a decision having this girl return to this school without me being there. Right? He told a worker at Domino's that the pizza would be paid off through cash once they reached the house. And then, so he did this. I guess on stream or something. When his buddy suggested 𝗙𝗟𝗪 drive over to her house to witness it being delivered, he explained that last time he did that, her mother caught him snooping. He got tracked and the police did what they did. So this guy was stalking her, right? Fucking stalking her. It's unclear what action was taken by authorities. Dude, she looks so nice. Dude, leave her the fuck alone, man. You fucking incel Charlie Kirk fan weirdo motherfuckers. Leave the women alone. Right? If you can't handle fucking, you know what I'm saying? If you can't handle not being a fucking douche, stay away from them. You know? Seriously. Just fucking stick to the hub if you can't operate like a goddamn normal human being. Okay, footage of the rants were first reported by NJ.com. Loved ones have claimed that the 17-year-old gamer was stalking her for months, including sitting outside her home. 𝗙𝗟𝗪 surreally addressed the crash a day after it happened on another live stream and denied unspecified allegations against him. And there was Isabella. That was the other girl who died. Instead, he complained that he's a nice kid who has been bullied. He also claimed in a May 13th live stream that allegations were leveled against him about how he was sending questionable chats and stuff like that. He mentioned both parents were defending him against what he called bogus accusations. Okay, by June, he claimed the case was going to be dismissed, right? So I guess there was some shit going on. This guy was harassing them in chats. This guy was sending dick pics, I'm sure. And because he's underage, that is like sending like child, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we know, dude, Corn, let's go. Dude, we know exactly what was going on, right? This guy's being a creeper stalker. Well, yeah, it's like if he was sending his own nudes to minors, he's a minor as well, right? Messages to 𝗙𝗟𝗪's father have not been returned, and no one answered when he was called, okay? Dude, what a fucking shitbag, bro. All right.
Chilling new details have been revealed in the hit-and-run deaths of two 17-year-old girls in Cranford who were riding e-bikes early Monday evening. A suspect has been arrested and charged with the murder of Maria 𝗎𝗎 and Isabella Salas. Court records allege that 17-year-old Vincent Badaloro was driving 70 miles an hour when he struck the two girls on their bikes. Now, family of 𝗎𝗎 says that Badaloro had been stalking her for months and that they'd reported his behavior to local police with no response. In a statement to Fox 5, they said that this was, quote, murder in the first degree, that he'd been plotting the attack for months, taking not only her life, but also Isabella's. Isabella Salas's family said she didn't know Badaloro. He is a relative of Westfield Police Chief Chris Badaloro, who issued a statement condemning the alleged actions of what he called his distant relative. Meanwhile, Vincent Badaloro took to social media the day after the crash in a 20-minute live stream talking about the crash without acknowledging his role in it, claiming there's been a lot of misinformation shared and saying that he's been bullied. The mother of Maria 𝗎𝗎 did speak to the press after Maria's wake, sharing some memories of her daughter.
She loved deeply, she gave generously, she dreamed boldly. And to Maria, my sweet girl, I will miss you every single day for the rest of my life. I will picture your smile, hear your laugh in my heart, and carry your dreams in my hands.
Dude, that's so brutal, dude. Right? And again, he was a fucking Charlie Kirk fan. Scorpion Kingdom, let's go. All right, guys, we need 6 more, baby. 10 minutes. 6 more. Dude, that was getting me choked up, bro. It was. It was. Because, again, though, the guy mentions Charlie Kirk in this video, right? He mentions, like, he was angry at her, like, he perceived her to be laughing at Charlie Kirk's death. And so he murdered 2 girls for Charlie Kirk. Now, again, guys, I showed you about how these guys, okay, how this is part of the rhetoric okay, about these Turning Point USA people. How these guys, all right, we have 5 more, guys. Let's do it. There's the headline, though. Look at that shit. Charlie Kirk fan stalked and brutally murdered 2 girls for talking shit about Charlie Kirk. This is the shit that TPUSA elevates. This is what Charlie Kirk did. He emboldened people to be violent, to be angry, to be misogynist, to be against immigrants and people of different races, and for them to hate trans people, okay? And he just, like, groomed kids as much as he could on all of those points. You know what I'm saying, dude? Crygo, let's go, baby. 3 more, guys. Oh. Dude, let's go. Dude, it is so crazy, okay? And now they're trying to ramp up this rhetoric, okay? Send it to Caroline. Dude, you know what I've been doing, guys? Dude, oh, shit, look at this. Look at the interest over time. Look at how Charlie Kirk is already gone, dude. That photo. Look at it. Dude, it's over. Crygo with the $10 sticker. Let's go, baby. Oh. But, guys, you know what I've been doing? Here's what I've been doing, guys. And you can do this, too. So I made a copy of this, okay? Let me show you what I did here. I made 3 more, guys. We got this. I made a copy of this tweet right here that says this one. It's got a picture of him and the girls. And it says, this week, a Charlie Kirk fan murdered 2 Hispanic teens after allegedly one of them joked about Charlie Kirk's death. He then live streamed about it on his YouTube channel. So I have been putting this tweet under every single TPUSA post. And I'm going to do it. Every one of these Charlie Kirk motherfuckers that gets out of line, I've been doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to continue to do it. I encourage you to do it too. Okay? Dude, I already did it on Bryland. Holly Hand, dude, come on. Who do you think you're dealing with? I'll one-up you on what I did with Bryland. You think I'm a rookie? Dude, one flew over. Let's go. Hold on. He was one of the first guys, but he got a double. Okay? He got a double, dude. Because watch what I did to this guy, to Gomer Pyle. Oh, my God, I fucked him up. Okay? Because here's what he said. He said, look at this. He said, breaking, Gen Z now attends church more times per month. And I was like, that means Gen Alpha girls are in big trouble. More fucking sex predators are being indoctrinated by your grimy ass Bible. Dude, so I hit him with the Robert Morris, okay? Right off the bat. Dude, right off the bat. And believe me, I'm going to hit all these guys, okay? All these guys. Oh, Zoe, let's go. We will dance. Oh. One more, baby, one more. But yeah, dude, so yeah, no, I'm like getting behind all of these fuckers, okay? And the TPUSA in particular, okay? My energy, dude, I got you. Clown Prince, let's go, dude. Trump does suck. Here we go, Elon, you ready? Here we go, this one's for Trumpy. Oh, let's go. But dude, look at this shit. Hold on, where is it? Dude, love! Let's go! Let's go! But where was it? So first off, I'm definitely showing the whole idea about how they're emboldened. Deja vu time, let's go, Pinky! Let's go, guys! Oh! Dude, Blaz with the membership! Let's go, guys! Dude, I love hearing Elon get thumped, bro. Oh, shit. Dude, but yeah, no. So it was this one, guys. Okay, because this is, look at what Turning Point USA did, guys. Okay, Crygo. No one is going to church. Yeah, no, I know, dude. Let's go. But look at what Turning Point USA posted. Look at this shit, guys. They posted a picture of Charlie on the TV set, a picture of the White House, right? The one with the rapist and Epstein best friend, Donald Trump, taped to the wall, and a little girl with her hairbrush, with her bear with a 47 hat on, and she's like talking to her bears like she's going to be the next Charlie. Like she is like, oh my God, Charlie set me free. And I'm like, dude, right? Dude, I got under there right off the bat and was like, dude, Charlie Kirk fan murders 2 young girls because they didn't mourn him. Let's go, Marisol. We appreciate you, boss. Right? Because this is mental, okay? This is fucking mental. This is not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, they're so crazy, right? Young women get stalked and murdered by young men who got radicalized by Charlie Kirk. Let's fucking go, dude. Fuck TPUSA. Dude, TPUSA are domestic terrorists, bro. Dude, we're taking their dumb asses down. All right? We're taking them down, bro. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. This guy is so creepy, right? And then what I said here, right? Another unstable Charlie Kirk fan murdered 2 women in cold blood with his SUV. Why? For Charlie. Charlie Kirk radicalized the kind of violence 𝗙𝗨𝗪𝗀 is espousing in this live stream. TPUSA is a domestic terrorist organization and needs to be dismantled. And guys, I firmly believe this. Now, I've been making videos on TPUSA for months, okay, for a number of reasons, okay? One of the reasons is obviously because of the way they're trying to groom kids and Charlie Kirk's racism, misogyny, and transphobia. But the other reason is that TPUSA events have been like extraordinarily like wildly sexual and all kinds of outlandish sexual behavior by the same people who are trying to like restrict all of our fucking sexual and gender identities, right? That's one, because they're so fraudulent. But the other big one, guys, is that they cover grapes, okay? They have had a lot of issues with their employees or their like spokespeople raping women. And they have consistently covered it up, lied for their employees. They have had a culture of abusing women for a long time. And let me just tell you guys, from months ago, okay, I have a TikTok. Let me fucking show you here. Let me go into this collection here. I think it's in here. I have a TikTok from a Charlie Kirk worker. Was it this woman? Let me see where it is. Let me find her. It is from months ago, okay? Where is she? May not be in this folder. Oh, yeah, it's this woman.
Hi, I'm Caroline, and I used to work for Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. I grew up in...
Now, this was from July 13th, guys, okay?
In like rural conservative bubble in the suburbs of Houston. My family was conservative, so I just grew up surrounded by conservative politics. And as a privileged white woman in the conservative bubble, I was never forced to confront politics and really think for myself about what I believed in. So when I was 17 and I met Charlie Kirk, and he talked about limited government and fiscal responsibility, it just made sense for me. And so from there, I ended up working for Turning Point full-time for part of it during the first Trump election. And a lot of what I did was writing articles specifically designed to scare people and garner traffic and really just ratchet up the intensity of the political moment. And at the time, I thought that I was saving America. I really thought that this was the end-all be-all, and that if we did not fight for these conservative values, America was going to fall apart, and Hillary Clinton was going to ruin the world, and the deep state, I wasn't even a term at the time, but basically like the liberal, like media liberal elite is going to take over the world. And I genuinely believed that.
See, that's a really good point here is a lot of these kids are religious, right? They're already like predisposed to believe that there's a danger out there, okay? And this is one of the things, the kids that are raised in religious conservative families are preemptively set up to believe that there's bad out there that is seeking to harm the good. And there's this like, right? It's that whole devil, that whole Satan thing. So they're predisposed to believing that there's this crazy danger and we need to fight against this crazy danger. So they take advantage of religious people. And that's another reason why Charlie Kirk, okay? Why Charlie Kirk fucking, dude, do we have this guy? That guy probably needs to go, huh? Right? We had some weird trolley person. But so what it is Charlie Kirk used the scripture and the Bible to telegraph that, hey, I'm a good guy. That's what people do. They wear a cross, they use the scripture, and they try to tell everybody that they're a good guy. Okay? That's what they do. Hey, I believe in God. I'm one of the good ones. And then they simultaneously use that religion to play on people's fear. Okay? That's what they do. Okay? That is their fucking, it's like a 1-2 punch that they do. Okay? It is a 1-2 punch that they engage in, where number one is I'm a man of God. I'm one of the good guys. I'm pious. I'm right. If you have the cross and you believe in God, that means you're a good Christian person. And number two, I know that your entire belief system is based on fear and Satan. And so now I'm going to manipulate that. Wokeism is Satan, right? Trans people are Satan, right? That's what they do. They just they get in there and right away, boss, they're off to the races.
I really did. But then in college, I was studying political science. I started to learn how the world actually works. I started to learn about governance, about the importance of government and what the government can do. And a lot of conservative politics stuff just started to not make as much sense to me. I started to really question what I believed. And that was so scary because in the place where I was at, your political view was like, number one, synonymous with your faith. It was like you almost worshipped politics and your political stance. It was so extreme.
I mean,
that for me,
that's another thing they do. They commingle it, right? And these are the type of like conservatives that like, if you're a good conservative Christian, you have to vote Republican, right? They tie it together.
To question my political views was akin to having a crisis of faith. But I did have that crisis of faith, and the more I unraveled it, the more I realized that conservative politics just did not make sense to me, that I thought it was unethical, that the right wing was getting more and more extreme by the day, and that I was not comfortable with it. So that's when I pretty much quit Turning Point. And I said, this is not okay. What is being done to the electorate is not okay. But I was scared and I was confused. And so it took me a really long time to really figure out what I believed. And now, the second Trump administration, I can't not talk about it. And so I want to share my experiences as somebody who used to be super conservative, who is now involved in liberal politics in small town Texas, and talk about how important it is for, if you are claiming a political party or political ideology, to really understand what it is you're talking about and what it is you're championing. So stick around. I'll be sharing some of my stories from Turning Point, as well as hopefully connecting with people who were formerly conservative. Maybe they're kind of thinking about it, really hoping to do some good in this dark time.
But see, isn't that interesting? about how she specifically, hey, Zoe, we're about to do the dance party, so hopefully you can stick around for a couple minutes. But so that was, right, what was crazy about that was how she was open about the fact that when she was at Turning Point, okay, they were writing shit specifically to scare people. That's what it was. It was all about scaring people and getting reach, getting clicks. So you wanted to be saying things that were, you know, controversial enough to travel through the airwaves and then to fucking scare people, right? Fear mongering, laying into that fear. And I'm telling you guys, you know, whether it's right or wrong, I'm not saying it is right, but the fact of the matter is that, you know, religious people are super susceptible to this stuff. Okay. And she is doing a good job, like waking people up, but religious people are super susceptible to this. The same way that, like, you know, men without a lot of friends are super susceptible to the pipeline. The way you know, people like Andrew Tate, they manipulate guys' fear and guys' anger, guys' rage, guys' sense of isolation, and they're really good at giving those guys permission to blame the women and the LGBTQ and the Democrats and, you know, what have you. Okay? The people that grift off this, that hit the cash register, they have this shit down to a science. Okay? They do. They have it down to a science. They're very, very good at manipulating this shit. Okay? They are. They just are, guys. You know? They're really good at it. Now we're going to dance. Okay? I realize, guys, tonight was kind of a short one. Okay? I knew tonight was going to kind of be a short one because the Mariners game, I got a little locked up in the Mariners game and we did lose tonight. It was a heartbreaking one, but that's all right. We got 4 games left to get this shit together. Okay? But we are going to dance tonight. And thank you to the person who said, Jake, who said, you're an inspiration, man. Fucking, right? Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Okay? So tonight we're going to get ready. We're going to dance. And then I am going to go and fucking, you know, make some videos. I need to get ahead because there's a game tomorrow too. And we're going to a movie. So I got to get like 2 videos done this evening. Right? Go Dodgers. Dude, the Dodgers are like killing it, right? Yeah, go Mariners. It's all right. Dude, it's okay. You know, no, it's all good. I mean, I don't care if people, you like Tigers, you like whoever. I don't take it all personally if you like the other team. I mean, I would like to see the Mariners go far because my obviously my kid is really into the Mariners and not only that, but, you know, the Mariners haven't had it in a while, and Seattle's such a great city. And no, I'm not originally from Portland. I moved here like 25 years ago, right? I'm originally from a very small town in Wisconsin, a very red MAGA town, and then I moved back and forth between that small MAGA town and Los Angeles every couple of years growing up, eventually becoming a big city guy. And then I lived in LA until I was almost 30, and then I moved to Portland. I had never been to Portland. I just came here with a band. We went on tour. We decided to move here based on a guy named Tucker who was friends with the Dandy Warhols and Brian Jonestown Massacre. And Tucker used to come back to the fucking Dragonfly and the Cat and Fiddle, the bars we hung out at in LA. And Tucker would come back and he just talked about how great Portland was. And so we wanted to get out of LA. And so we decided to go to Portland. And that was it. We came here. And then everybody else in the band left. And I'm the only guy who stayed. Right? They left. They both went back to Georgia. Okay. One of them went back to Georgia, left music, and became a real estate agent, which is what he's currently doing now. And the other one went back to Georgia and fell into more drugs and alcohol and died of a heart attack at 35, guys. Brutal. He was yet the bass player, very good bass player. You hear his bass playing on the songs I play Like Do You Need and Freedom and Stars, all those songs, that was Jason was the bass player on all those songs. And he was a great bass player, Full Blown Red, but he didn't make it. I've had a lot of friends die of, you know, drug and alcohol related stuff. I mean, it's rough in music. It's, you know, music is a lot of people, a lot of very fragile artistic souls get into music and many of them don't make it out, you know. It's just, there's just a lot of tragedy in that industry. You know, I mean, there's a lot of tragedy obviously everywhere, but music it can be real tough, you know. Yeah, alcohol's really fucking super problematic. You've had a lot of friends die too, man. Yeah, it's rough. Dude, I've had a lot of friends go homeless and a lot of them have died, you know. I know I shot a woman in Chicago. We do need to cover it and we'll probably cover it tomorrow. Right? I wanted to cover that, but I honestly don't have time tonight. And I do want to do a little research before I cover it because I feel like that one. And the other thing, guys, listen to me. There's something else we're going to talk about that I have been a little shy on talking about, okay, because I needed confirmation, but it was that black guy I think he was in Louisiana, who they found hanging from a tree. And they wrote it off as a suicide. It is my understanding that Colin Kaepernick paid for the fucking autopsy. And there may be some very like obvious foul play, which we were all figuring it was Mississippi. Okay, I knew it was either Mississippi or Louisiana. But yeah, the second autopsy has confirmed what it looks like is some major fucking like head trauma. That looks as though he it was like another probably Charlie Kirk revenge killing, guys. Because again, Erica Kirk, fuck you. Okay, seriously, TPUSA, dude, we got to dismantle those motherfuckers. I am not going to live in a world with a bunch of weaponized, militant, white frat boy, brain dead motherfuckers going after women and people of color and immigrants and LGBTQ people. No, we are going to beat that shit back. Okay. I don't care if we have to relive the 60s over. We will relive the 60s. But now we're getting ready to dance. Okay. For the next couple minutes, we're going to fucking dance like nobody's watching, boss. All right. It's time for edit mode. Let's go, baby. Dude, you gotta be the frog. Dude, I am making an Antifa frog emote tonight. As soon as I'm done with the videos, by tomorrow, there's gonna be an Antifa frog emote in this fucking chat, baby. Oh, yes. Dude, I'm on board with the Antifa frog, boss. Let's go, dude. Dude, I'm going to foment my fucking nuts all over Stephen Miller's face. That's what I'm going to do, dude. Dude, I'm going to foment the fucking bag right on Stephen Miller's chin, boss. Let's go. Oh. Where are we? There we are. Oh, there we are. Dude, yeah, UCLA fucking tore it up. It's my alma mater, baby. Let's go. It's time to get in. Little deja vu. Oh. Woo. Woo. Come on, baby.
Voices
social butterfly. Let's go, baby. I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more from you, yeah, more. Whoa! I want more, 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 I want more. Let's go, baby! Dude, remember, we are in this together. We are the Antifa frog. Trump is not going to win. I got you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for everything. It's time to get radiant. Good night.
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around. I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. gets lost in my reflection. Pay attention. You never will. I will overanalyze and fall victim. But then I'm lowest. Time to get to know myself. I'm still tangled. I'm not worried. 'Cause I am caught up in